America Meditating Blog Talk Radio Show. We collect wisdom, hear stories, and inspire each other. I'm Sister Jenna. Tune in live from Monday through Friday at 8 a.m.
Hi, I'm Angela Peabody of Global Woman Peace Foundation, and I listen to America's Meditating Radio Show.
Do you like to meditate? Have you tried to meditate? Have you struggled with meditation? Why don't you visit one of the Brahma Kumaris Meditation Center? Visit brahmakumaris.org.
Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?
Hi, neighbor.
Mr. Rogers passed along friendship, hoping we would too. Friendship. Pass it on from the Foundation for a Better Life at Values.com.
I'm Ivy Hilton, and you are listening to America Meditating Radio Show.
Welcome, everyone. This is Sister Jenna, and you are listening to America Meditating Radio. We're very glad that you join us on such a regular basis, and we're even more tickled that it's 24/7. We started off live Monday through Friday, and now it's expanded to all around the world. Can you believe that? I was shocked when this year we conducted our year in review report, which included not only the activities on the radio show, but the activities at the meditation museums in the nation's capital, the programs, the projects, and would you believe we've done over 178 events in 2015 alone? And that wasn't including some of the events that were private and outside of the walls. We even forgot that we went for dinner at Oprah's house. And when I went over that, I said to myself and to God, I go, wow, are we moving that fast and that intently? And I would say yes, because really the work that we're doing is something from the divine, and we just need to be present, and the divine needs to use our eyes, our lips, our hands, and our body to really bring about more awareness in our world, consciousness, to try to transform the thinking of people's minds where torture, hate, trying to make someone seem better than you because their color of their skin is different or their gender is different, things that we tend to make very high on our list where we put someone else down, and then when you look at the hate that comes out of you, there's no way you could think that you're actually the better call on this one. I want everyone to really think about their role in the world. Firstly, the world behind your eyes, you, the soul, and what the energy of that soul is emanating in the world outside of you. We've been looking at healing our humanity for centuries. We're more advanced. We're supposed to be more civilized. We've got more resources than we've ever had before. Whether you believe it or not, GMO has made fruits even bigger, fatter, looking more prettier. I'm not promoting it, by the way. But what I'm just trying to say that we've got more, so what's happening? Why is the void still there? Why is poverty still very high? Why are people taking the lives of others just because they're so different? Stay tuned. We're going to have Christopher Buck on the air, and he's the co-founder of Humanity Healing. We're going to talk about something very important that Chris is doing, and liane-buck, his wife. Right before we get to them on the air, I want us to do a meditation on feeling safe for the holiday. So I'm inviting you to breathe in deeply, relax, and let's be.
Feeling safe. Taking just a minute. Like a tortoise, I move into the safety of my inner world and experience a world free from distractions. I feel secure, protected, knowing that I am true to myself. I experience my true value, independent of the influence of others. I now gently step back into my surroundings.
Of your
From Sarah McLaughlin, Instrument for Peace, Where There Is Hatred, Let Me Sow Love. And I sure hope that you enjoyed the Feeling Safe meditation from the Just a Minute Meditation CD. You're listening to America Meditating Radio, and I'm your host, Sister Jenna. We are now welcomed and honored to welcome Christopher and liane-buck to the America Meditating Radio Show. Christopher Buck is the co-founder of Humanity Healing, the organization from which Humanity Healing International evolved. He also serves as CEO and publisher of OMTimes Media, Inc., and CEO of Humanity Healing Network, Inc. In September of 2012, Christopher was awarded the President's Call to Service Award by President Barack Obama and the Corporation for National and Community Service. Now liane, she is the co-founder of the Humanity Healing Network, general manager of, and sits on the board of directors for Humanity Healing International. She is also the editor-in-chief of OMTimes magazine. Today we have them on the air to talk about a very, very interesting issue. I'd like to welcome you to the show today. Welcome.
Thank you, Sister Jenna. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, liane. You all are doing some incredible work, and I know that it was really important for us to talk more about it, especially around the holiday time. I want us to talk a little bit about the mission of your organization, Humanity Healing, and what drove you to getting involved in it, because it's a big project.
Humanity Healing is a very large project. We started it up a number of years ago as, honestly, as our soul's calling. And it has evolved over the years into a number of different things, including OMTimes magazine, as you mentioned, and ultimately Humanity Healing International, which is a 501c3 public charity. And we do projects around the world because we believe that, we're a spiritual organization, but we believe very deeply in the law of one. And as a result, that's rippled out into the projects we do. The one that you touched on, the one that's probably at the heart of our organization right now, and the one that's attracting the most attention, both good and bad, is the Albino Rescue Project, which we're doing in Uganda and its neighboring countries in sub-Saharan Africa. And the problem is human trafficking is a problem everywhere in the world. But in particular in Uganda, it takes on a very ugly face because the local superstitions, the local traditions look at albinos as different from as elsewhere in the world, and they actually, the traffickers will sell these children for human sacrifice of their body parts for use in magic rituals.
Doesn't that sound incredibly like, no, I can't believe I'm even hearing that in the 21st century when you hear that? That's still happening?
Very much so. It is probably the ugliest aspect of humanity that I have encountered. And It is truly bizarre that this still exists in this day and age.
liane, tell me a little bit about how Humanity Healing is bringing in spiritual activism in such a sensitive case, because I think by now you even know one is trafficking these albinos for body parts or for human sacrifices, but also, let's say, sex trafficking of children ranks the 6th largest money-making industry on our planet. Now, when we talk about spiritual activism to try to eradicate this weak level of thinking in the minds of individuals, supporting that. Tell me what are some of the things that really you are doing, and also tell me, how does it affect you personally?
It's kind of a broad situation. What I believe is that, and this realization we just had very recently, at least me, myself, before we were doing a work in a place that it came to us. It happened on Christmas Day 2 years ago that we heard that 14 children were in a run, and the traffickers were after them. And we decided that our team should go. We were doing other projects to go and get those children. And our team were 14 children. We got the hold of 10. 3 ran away, and the 14th one, they found the head. And we didn't have the money to rescue those children on that moment. What we did was Christopher and I gave ourselves a Christmas gift, which was the gift. We took our reserve, sent the money, said, get them. It was our Christmas gift. How it affects me, I believe, Christopher and I, we are in the part of our lives where we raise our children.
Right.
They're adults, and this commitment we made 7 years ago, we made a vow, conscious, a spiritual vow, that we would not go away and we will continue coming. I no longer have a problem with that until we are needed. You know what I mean? We are here
yes, I do.
ground, and we will stay till the lights are off and we are everybody's out. But the aspect of the activism, the realization I got, and this was what I believe was out of alignment with divinity, was that we were very myopic. We were just thinking about our children, because the problem with human trafficking is huge. Our children in one place only, in Uganda, and this and that. And then we have a very interesting situation with the hacking and the traffickers calling our house, threatening on us. I got threatened over LinkedIn directly by them, and with very nasty emails promising to find our children. But then I realized it's bigger than this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it is albino. It doesn't matter if it is the lady that I found that is in South Asia. It doesn't matter. It's trafficking. So we structure energetically now to tackle something bigger, not small.
I get that, and I really want to expound the importance of you to be careful. It's normal that when you're taking away the bread and butter from individuals who are just living in a dark place, the natural emergence from their consciousness is to try to get rid of who's trying to take them back into light. It's just what emerges, unfortunately, in the minds of some. Christopher, tell me a little bit about your view. In much of the work that you do, you're often going against the social and cultural practices and traditions, right, in certain areas in an effort to eliminate what many view as barbaric and even archaic, really. What do you feel in terms of the long-lasting progress of your contribution at this time, and what are a few of your long-term goals that you have in mind, and how can our listeners help in your project and in your program?
Your listeners can help in our project and our program very easily. They could visit our website, humanityhealing.org, and help sponsor a child. It's not much. It's only $30 a month, but it provides a future. It's that future that we're trying to change in places like Uganda. The only way that this stain on our humanity will ever be truly cleansed is through education and through changing the mindset of people who see separation between individuals. I mean, you see separation between, right now, different religious groups or different ethnic groups and the like. With albinism, it's even less than that. It's simply both parents have a recessive gene, and it has a higher incident in sub-Saharan Africa than it has in the rest of the world. But it's simply by teaching and understanding that all of these are God's children and that there is no difference. We have made some progress in the area in changing mindsets. We now get regular phone calls from people that know of a child that's in danger, and we can do an outreach. In the greater region there's been some significant changes. Tanzania, for instance, outlawed witch doctors. which were doing this practice there, and recently elected their first minister that was a person with albinism. So great strides been made, in the region. Unfortunately, that's creating more of a problem in Uganda right now, where many of the witch doctors relocated, and currently right now in Uganda, they can register as natural healers. One of our goals is to enact legislation in Uganda similar to that in Tanzania, so that these children and these barbaric practices, or the children are safer and the barbaric practices are singled out and very much for public scrutiny and condemnation.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Talk about the ripple effect of the heartbeat to eternity. You're explaining it in a video which I watched, which was beautiful, but could you explain how it applies to the work of humanity healing?
The ripple effect. That was an earlier video we did, and we very much enjoyed doing that. The ripple effect is very simple. When you throw a pebble in a pond, it creates a ripple that ripples out. When you start connecting heart and connecting individuals together through their hearts to make a difference, this is a core principle of spiritual activism. There are laws of physics that discuss wave theory, and what that is when two waves pass each other, for a moment, that as their waves pass, the distance added together of each wave, it becomes twice as high. What we believe is that through the ripple effect, as we get more hearts beating in time, that wave continues to grow and will spread even farther. And that's the ripple effect. One act engenders another, which engenders another. These all engender heart, and together we can change the paradigm.
Can you imagine if we all just ripple out the effect of $30 a month towards the healing humanity cause, as well as to continue to advocating the best of who we are on the planet, what it could actually do? It could end so much sorrow that we're seeing in the world. So, my friends, I really would like to amplify the interest of this wonderful organization. And today we're talking to Christopher and Liane-Buck, who are really helping individuals to move away from what I wouldn't just say is barbaric actions, but just the barbaric mental state of being. Before I close the show with both of you, I want to first thank you for the incredible service that you're doing to humanity. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know you don't need thanks, and I know that you are being governed by God's love, and that's what you're showing up to these individuals, that it's time for us to move beyond this limited way of thinking. But as I let you go and say goodbye to you from this conversation, I'd like you to leave us with a message of hope for 2015. Something that could inspire our listeners to make them ripple outside of themselves something more positive, and leave us with a website address so that our listeners can get in touch to especially make the support of contributing towards the cause.
Well, thank you, Sister Jenna. The point I would like to stress, and one of the things that we have seen, and it's been difficult working overseas, is that, a lot of people think that this doesn't really affect them. This is not their world, their environment, and that other people can do this. But what you need to understand, and this is also at the core of spiritual activism, is that every act of compassion, no matter where it takes place in the world, lifts each and every one of us. So what you can do, even if your funds are limited or your time is limited or your energy is limited for something like this, send it someplace like this project where a small increment can make a huge difference. And that, as I said, that empowers and that raises each and every one of us, because we do believe in the law of one. When one is, helped, all are healed. The website where you can connect with us at is humanityhealing.org. We are a 501c3 public charity. Donations are tax deductible, and a lot of people are considering that this time of year. I would just like to say thank you, blessings to you for having us on the show and for helping us get the message out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Liane. Any closing remarks that you'd like to share with our listeners?
I thought Chris did it. I think that we just try and strive to keep our hearts pure as we try to clean up, this consciousness that seems like he's taking over the world right now and dissolving the world as we see, and to believe that really diversity and differences are, they're our strength. They're not our weakness. Always. Diversity is what's going to propel us to a different version of the world that all of us are looking forward to.
Beautiful. Liane, thank you so much. Chris, all the very best and a very, very happy holiday your way.
Thank you very much. Blessings to you and blessings to all your listeners out there. Happy holidays.
Take care. Om Shanti. Lots of love. Take care.
Thank you.
So as Liane said, it's just a clean heart. You need a clean heart, and that's your holiday blessing and gift for the season. And speaking of clean hearts, we're going to turn the lines to our lovely Sister Gita, who I can only imagine can just beautify this interview that we just had with Christopher and Liane, that it does surprise us that people are still living from a very barbaric level of consciousness, but we're not going to give up on each other. If that's just where you are, we get that. However, we're just inviting you, it's time to change, it's time to get out of that role. And imagine if you're really playing that part of trafficking children or selling children for sex or all of these things. Imagine raising up from that. Something within you must also feel you shouldn't be doing that, but you don't know where to go or what to do or how to find the courage to step out of it. We are going to be here for you. People are willing and ready to say, we get it. It was a bad choice. It was just a destiny, but now your destiny could change, and it is Christmas. So we're inviting you to really save a child, help a child, nurture a child. Imagine yourself to be that child, and do not sell them for something that will take away their innocence. Let's take the line to Sister Gita and have her read something extremely special for us. Sister Gita?
Good day to you all, and season's greetings as well. Well, I know Sister Jenna hanging around me has learned a lot of tolerance power. All right, so I'm taking from the reading Pure Feelings. The way God looks at things is with pure feelings. This is taken from the book Companion of God, authored by one of the world's greatest wisdom keeper, Daddy Yankee. Pure feelings. People have experienced a lot of deception in their lives. There has been a lot of exchange of everything that is false. So feelings have been destroyed. It is why some people have stopped feeling altogether and have rejected the world. However, when a soul starts receiving something from God, the heart opens up. The heart becomes clean. There is no give or take of sorrow. So let us take God's love and have pure feeling. Let us experience what pure feelings are. Let us have trust in each other and faith in ourselves. Let us learn to love ourselves. Let us have purity in our feelings, then can experience the highest love from God. Let us take from God and give to others. When we have very powerful good wishes for others, good feelings for others, these feelings will reach them. We can help each other through the power of our good feelings. Deep in my heart, there is just this one feeling, just as I have received so much love from God. May all God's children receive the same from their Father. Om Shanti. Have a pensive day, and may all our highest and purest and spiritual desires be fulfilled. Not to give sorrow and not to take sorrow is the medicine for constant happiness. Om Shanti.
That was so perfect, Sister Gita, and a beautiful ending to a very heartfelt conversation today. We're going to end with Flying Free by letting go one of her earliest CDs of the 90s. Enjoy, everyone. Take care.